Take a close look at your spider plant, those crispy brown tips on the ends of the leaves. They are not just an ugly cosmetic problem, they are actually a distress signal. And if you live in a small apartment or studio, the air around your plant might quietly be turning into a tiny desert. Even if you don't live in a studio apartment, this problem happens everywhere, in homes, balconies, and even well-lit rooms. Here's the strange part, though. Most people try to fix this problem in the wrong way. They buy misting bottles, or small humidifiers, or start watering the plant more. But spider plants don't really need complicated equipment. Today, I'm going to show you simple ways to balance humidity, fix the real causes behind brown tips, and help your spider plant grow lush again. Before we fix the problem, we need to understand what the plant is trying to tell us. Spider plants are actually very resilient, but when the surrounding air becomes too dry, the leaves lose moisture faster than the roots can replace it. So the plant does something fascinating. It sacrifices the very tip of the leaf. The farthest part dries first, turns brown, and becomes brittle. It's basically the plant protecting the rest of the leaf and the center of the plant. Think of it like a survival strategy. But in homes, the situation becomes more extreme. The air inside small spaces can be surprisingly dry because of air conditioners, heaters, sealed windows, and poor airflow. All of that creates a tiny dry microclimate around your plants. But humidity is not the only reason spider plants develop brown tips. Sometimes the issue comes from salt or mineral buildup in the soil. This can happen when fertilizer accumulates over time, or when minerals from tap water build up in the potting mix. Spider plants are also particularly sensitive to fluoride found in tap water. Over time, fluoride and minerals can collect in the soil and slowly burn the leaf tips. Letting tap water sit overnight, or occasionally watering with filtered water, can reduce this buildup. Another hidden cause is over-fertilizing. Spider plants are actually very light feeders. Too much fertilizer causes excess salts in the soil, which often show up as brown leaf tips. If fertilizer buildup is suspected, occasionally flushing the soil with plenty of clean water can help wash those salts away. And there is one more simple possibility that many people overlook. Spider plants grow quickly, and over time they can become root-bound. When the roots completely fill the pot, the plant struggles to absorb enough moisture, which can also cause the leaf tips to dry out. Once you understand these causes, fixing the problem becomes much easier. The first step to improving the plant's appearance is simple. We trim the damaged tips. But the way you cut them actually matters. Many people cut the leaf straight across, and that often leaves the plant looking even more unnatural. Instead, follow the natural shape of the leaf. Take clean scissors and cut the brown tip at a slight angle, recreating the pointed shape of the leaf. It immediately makes the plant look healthier. But here's an important detail many people miss. Do not cut away every bit of brown. Leave a tiny sliver of the dry tip. If you cut directly into healthy tissue, the plant often creates another brown edge while healing. Leaving a small bit of brown prevents that stress. Also, make sure your scissors are clean or wiped with alcohol. Healthy pruning prevents bacteria or pathogens from entering the leaf. Once the damaged tips are trimmed, the plant already looks better. But the real improvement happens when we fix the environment around the plant. Many people assume the only way to increase humidity is buying a humidifier. But in small apartments, that often creates noise, clutter, and constant maintenance. Instead, plants can help create their own humidity system. The first trick is something beautifully simple. A pebble tray. Take a shallow tray and fill it with decorative pebbles. Add water just below the top of the stones and place the plant pot on top. As the water slowly evaporates, it creates a small pocket of humidity around the plant. It's subtle, quiet, and surprisingly effective. Now combine that with another trick many experienced plant lovers swear by: grouping plants together. Plants release moisture through their leaves in a natural process called transpiration. When several plants sit close together, they create a shared humidity bubble around themselves. If you place your hand near a cluster of plants in the morning, you might even notice something interesting. The air feels slightly cooler and softer. That's the tiny microclimate they create. 3 or 4 plants grouped together can dramatically improve the environment for each other. In nature, plants rarely grow alone. They grow in communities, helping each other thrive. Humidity is only part of the picture. Spider plants also respond strongly to how they are watered. In apartments, soil often stays moist longer because there is less airflow, so watering too frequently can stress the roots. Instead of watering on a strict schedule, try something simpler. Use the finger test. Insert your finger about 2 or 3 centimeters into the soil. If the soil still feels slightly cool or damp, wait another day or 2. If it feels dry, water the plant thoroughly until excess water drains from the bottom. Using rested or filtered water can also reduce mineral buildup that leads to tip burn. Over time, this small change alone can significantly reduce new brown tips. Once the humidity improves and watering becomes balanced, you'll start noticing something encouraging. The new leaves grow out perfectly green. No brown edges, no crispy tips, just long, graceful, arching foliage again. But apartment environments change with the seasons. Air conditioning in summer and heaters in winter can both dry the air, so it helps to create a simple weekly plant ritual. Just 30 seconds. Look at the leaf tips, touch the soil, refill the pebble tray if the water has evaporated. That's all it takes. Small moments of attention prevent bigger problems later. And slowly, something beautiful happens. Your spider plant stops looking like it's struggling to survive in your apartment and starts looking like it belongs there. Because even in the dry corners of our home, even surrounded by concrete and city air, you can still create a little green sanctuary indoors. Sometimes plants don't need more gadgets. They just need us to recreate a small piece of nature around them. And once you see those fresh green leaves growing again, you'll realize your spider plant was never difficult. It was simply waiting for the right air to breathe.